Spencer, how do you guys, approach this week? I know that you've probably been working on a lot of things throughout preseason camp. I mean, was there a major tweak in preparing for North Carolina this week, or kind of the same old?
We're just trying to perfect what we got working for us, make sure we don't beat ourselves. They're going to try to do some things to slow us down, and, we got to do our best to counter that. So we've been practicing everything and just trying to perfect it before Saturday.
What's going on, Spencer? For you personally, how do you feel like you have changed from this point last year to now?
Just more comfortable with this offense. I feel like it suits me a lot better. Not just me, but the group as a whole. And, got a coach that's coached a long time in the NFL, coaching quarterbacks, and I feel real confident with him.
Obviously, a lot of talk about the matchup with you and Drake, even though I guess it's not really truly a matchup. But what do you make of all that type of talk, and certainly not the first time you've been a part of like a big quarterback battle?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it'll be fun, but at the end of the day, my focus is to put my team in the best position to win for us, and I'm sure he's trying to do the same thing. But I'm just trying to play clean, trying to make a lot of plays and lead this team to a victory.
Hey Spencer, for you personally, how much are you looking forward to getting back out there, especially with the way you closed out last season in the final 3 games?
I'm looking forward to it. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go.
Spencer, do you ever get caught up in that it might be a shootout kind of game because North Carolina has such an explosive offense?
Mm-mm. We just focus on what we got to do, and if it is like that, it is.
Spencer, I know we've talked about it before in the past. I mean, maybe you didn't even envision being back here for a second year, but now you're here. What does it feel like heading into this game in comparison to when you were playing your first game at South Carolina a year ago?
Like I said, just obviously a year under my belt in this conference, a lot more comfortable. Know what to expect, and just excited to play North Carolina on Saturday on a big time stage.
Yeah, Spencer, kind of going off of that, last year kind of had a tune-up game, right? This year, not so much. I mean, UNC right out of the bat, right out of the gate. Do you notice that there's maybe a little bit more excitement or attention to detail or edge about you guys knowing that, you don't really have a tune-up game this year?
Yeah, I mean, we try to say, you want to have the same mindset for every game, but, we'd be lying to ourselves if we said this game isn't bigger than what we had last year. Every game's big, but this is on a big-time stage against a great team, and, we got a challenge on Saturday, and this game we'll see where we're at. So I'm excited to go out there and compete and have fun with the guys.
Spencer, you mentioned this offense kind of being a better fit for you and the rest of the skill group. Just, I know, not revealing state secrets, but what about this offense helps kind of tailor it to your skill set, and how excited are you guys to finally kind of debut it this weekend?
I'm excited to debut it this Saturday. That's a good question for D-Lo, though, or Coach Beamer.
Spencer, what do you remember about the 2021 Mayo Bowl? I assume you watched that game while it was going on.
Mm-hmm.
Where were you? What all do you recall about that day?
Yeah, I just remember old Zeb balling out that game, DK taking over at quarterback. I know Jaheim made a lot of big plays that game. That was right after I committed or right before. But I remember watching it. I was in Minnesota training, and it was a fun game. Fun game to watch. Hopefully, go out there and compete just like that on Saturday.
You all obviously entered this fall camp with a lot of questions around the offense you're wanting to figure out. Just here with just a few days left, is this group where you wanted it to be headed into this first game?
I mean, yeah, I like what I see. I like what we've done all camp. We've been explosive. We've played smart. We protected the ball. Obviously, we want to improve throughout the year. We don't just cap right now. We got to improve up to week 12, 13, 14. So it's nonstop improvement, and that's what we're striving for.
Since Dal came in, I guess, what specific ways has he sort of helped your development as a quarterback, either on the actual physical side or mentally?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just, adding a lot of new drills that we do, stuff like that, it helps a lot. People might not realize, you got to do drills at practice to get better, fundamentally, physically, whatever. And then obviously the mental side of it, he's coached in the NFL, coached a lot of first-round quarterbacks, and, he's pushed me. I got a lot on my plate just as much as those guys did in the league. So I'm appreciative for it, and I'm learning a lot.
Spencer, what have you seen from North Carolina on film, and what kind of challenge does that defense and a lot of new faces present y'all?
They do a lot of different things, but we got to be ready to expect anything. You never know for sure, especially game one, what you're going to get. So we got to just, like I said earlier, we got to play clean and execute what we got. We say RCE, recognize, communicate, execute. So that's our focus.
Just mindset-wise or rhythm-wise, are there any similarities between Coach Loggins' play calling and what you had with Lincoln Riley?
I don't know. I don't know how to answer that. That's a tough one.
Spencer, just wondering, I know there's only so much you can glean from one game, but are there any particular things that you guys are going to look for in terms of evaluating your first game and how that might bode well or things to work on for the rest of the season?
Yeah, that's a good question. Obviously what we do well in the game Saturday, we're going to want to keep doing that, keep improving, and what we don't do well, because there will be mistakes, there will be ups and downs. It's a big-time game, big-time environment. We'll just try to clean it up the next week. So, like I said, just stack these days, and, main focus is play clean, play fast, and just execute on Saturday.
Spencer, as a quarterback, when you have some new receivers come in, or maybe receivers come in who haven't played a lot before, Eddie, Nick, Omega, whoever the case may be, do you have to spend much time with them off the field, kind of finding out what makes them tick? Just how does the chemistry develop outside of the field?
In the facility, we're always around watching film and stuff together, just talking to them after each play. What would you see here? I need you to do this for me. I need you here. So just that communication, I think, is key, especially with guys you haven't played with much, but, they've all had a great camp, and, I'm confident in those guys.
Hey, Spencer, DK has been the number one back from pretty much the start of fall camp. From your vantage point, what is it about the way he approaches that position that made him the lock starter at running back?
Just physically, he's a big dude. He's strong. He's fast. He can catch the ball well. He's a complete toolbox. So, he could do it all, and that's why he's got the spot probably. But all those guys are making plays.
Spencer, what play are you going to run first?
No idea.
Coach Loggins has talked about this partnership where you have a lot of input and what y'all can run, the checks you make. What are those conversations like, whether it's on the practice field or in the meeting rooms, and how has that relationship kind of developed over the last month, really?
Yeah, he just, it's funny. He just kind of just lets me, like you said, do what I need to do up at the line, and whatever I see I could check to. So he just tells me to get in my bag, and I got a lot in my bag. So I got stuff ready. But just excited to run this offense for the first time, getting hit, doing all those things on Saturday. So I got complete trust in Dow. I know he has it in me, so it's gonna be fun.
You've got a new center exchange this year from all of last season. Kind of what goes into building trust for the center and a quarterback, and where would you say you are with Vershawn right now?
Complete trust with Vershawn. He's our leader up front. Him and Big Nick. Vershawn's a very smart guy. Works his butt off. He's always in the right spot, and he's done a great job this camp.
Spencer, you obviously have a very diverse group of skill position players for you in this offense. How nice is that to have so many different options and so many different guys that do different things?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's great. Being a quarterback, having all these weapons at wide out, tight end, running back. Makes my job easy.
Spencer, people might think that it's natural for you to say, "Oh, well, Drake Maye's on the other side. He's a guy I gotta go up against." How do you keep from, I don't know, maybe falling into that trap or worrying too much about that instead of what you have to do for the game?
I'm not sure I totally complete what you're asking on that one.
It'd be natural to think, well, it's Spencer against Drake.
Oh, okay. Yeah. No, you got to put that to the side, man. You got to focus on your team and what your goals are, and that's my goal. Just focus on putting my team in the best position to win.
Eddie Lewis said one trait about this offense is it's going to be fast, and I'm not asking you how fast you're going to go, but in terms of you, how fast do you feel comfortable in going? Can you go Tennessee fast personally?
We could do whatever. We could go as slow as possible. It don't matter. It's kind of a surprise. That's what's cool. So, that's all I got on that. Appreciate it.